Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Posey forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Posey escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Posey eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
And incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
To throw on second down, Posey. Flushed out right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35. Now a play fake here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone just like that. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Posey, throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Posey steps away to his left. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Back to throw. Posey. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Posey. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. From the gun, Posey being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go play action now. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rolling to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Throwing is Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Posey flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back to throw. Posey. And a quick throw here that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Posey.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Looking to throw. Posey.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And, my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on 3rd down. Posey. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
Here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. From the 39, Jackson.
He'll check this down to McFarland.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Again, they defer to Snell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Posey. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Posey buying time to his left. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check, 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 check. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And he'll be out of of bounds, just shy of the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Here's Huntley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because
there he goes right side.
61 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Harris.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And they'll run again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return is Duvernay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would show up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second down and goal. Jackson, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. From the 45 on second down, Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end, because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down.